Hello, I'm Dr. Stuart Hoover, Doctor of Natural Health, and I want to welcome you today to the Healthy Coffee Break. Now, today we're going to be presenting on Gano Healthy Coffee. Now, I've been in the natural health field for nearly 2 decades, and over that time I've worked with thousands of people around the country helping them improve their health naturally. And over that time I've formulated many products that I use in my wellness center, and every now and again a product comes along that I really feel compelled to help educate the public about. And several years ago I was introduced to a very unique product called Gano Healthy Coffee. Now, at first I actually had to laugh because healthy and coffee, it didn't even belong in the same sentence. You see, for nearly 2 decades I've been telling my clients to stop drinking coffee, and quite frankly I think they'd stop at their favorite coffee house on their way home and get their favorite cup of joe. So I know coffee has just become a huge part of our culture today. You know, most people get up in the morning and they have a cup or two to start the day. We have coffee with our family, with our friends, we drink coffee at work, and usually at most social activities. So again, coffee has just become a big part of our culture, and I've just found that most people aren't quite ready to give up their coffee habit yet. So I was pretty interested to hear about this, but I really needed to research it a little bit more, and what really struck my interest was the main ingredient in this healthy coffee, and that was GANODERMA lucidum, or reishi mushroom. Now, I've known about reishi for many, many years. I've used it in many of the products in my clinic that I've formulated, so I knew it was a very powerful nutrient. As a matter of fact, if you research reishi, you're going to find over 4,000 years of documented history on reishi. You know, in the Far East, reishi is heralded as the king of herbs, far superior than any other herb out there. So we know there's some wonderful properties to reishi mushroom. There are over 200 health nutrients in reishi. One of those groups of nutrients are called antioxidants. And I know a lot of people today have heard about antioxidants. It's become quite a buzzword out there. And what antioxidants do is simply protect our body against oxidation. I like to refer to that in my clinic as the rusting process. That's what really ages the body. And what happens over time, we're just exposed to a tremendous amount of chemicals and toxins that build up in the body. Even our body produces metabolic waste that can cause oxidation. So we're just under a lot of oxidative stress, so it's important that we keep our antioxidant levels up. And it just happens that reishi has one of the most plentiful supplies of antioxidants of any nutrient on earth. Another special group of nutrients are called triterpenoids. Now, triterpenoids help to fortify the digestive system. And if you think about it, our digestive system is where we break down all the nutrients to deliver to the cells so the body can make energy, it can repair itself. So the digestive system is critical, and as a matter of fact, 2/3 of our immune system are in our digestive tract, so it's important that we maintain a healthy digestive system, and triterpenoids help that. And one of the things I really have found unique about our healthy Gano coffee is a lot of people that have digestive problems, their doctor tells them to stop drinking coffee because of the acids and the caffeine. It can aggravate the digestive system. With the triterpenoids and other nutrients in our Gano coffee, it actually helps to heal the digestive system. So those of you out there that are suffering with digestive problems, I think you'll find you can tolerate this coffee quite well. Now, another group of nutrients are called alkaloids. Now, alkaloids are very important to me because anytime we begin working with somebody in our clinic, one of the first things we look at is pH. That's our acid-alkaline balance. And if you want to learn about improving your health, research pH. Well, alkaloids help to mitigate the acidity in coffee. You know, when you drink 1 cup of coffee, you should turn right around and drink 14 equal parts of water, because that's what it would take to neutralize the acidic effect of 1 cup of coffee. And if our body is too acidic, it really stresses the immune system. Quite frankly, if our body's acidic, most diseases today that we deal with are acid-based diseases. So it's really important to try to keep the body in a regulated pH state, and alkaloids help that. So that's one of the important nutrients in our Gano coffees. Adaptogens are another important nutrient, and adaptogens help support our adrenal glands, which are our stress management system. Have you ever noticed sometimes when you drink coffee you can get a little bit jittery? You know, a lot of people get the jitters. It can actually affect how they sleep at night, and what's happening is the caffeine, which is a drug, overstimulates the adrenal glands and causes more stress hormones to be produced. So the adaptogens in reishi actually help to neutralize the effect of the caffeine. So those of you that have had problems or sensitivities to caffeine, that's another benefit to our coffee. One other nutrient that's really powerful is organic germanium. Now, organic germanium has the ability to improve the oxygen uptake at the cell level. And if you think about it, oxygen is pretty important in our health today. So what organic germanium does is helps the cell respirate better, helps the oxygen uptake, which is important in helping the cell make energy, repair, and communicate. So these are just a few of the powerful nutrients that are in reishi mushroom that are in our healthy coffee. Now, why choose our healthy coffee? You know, there's a lot of coffee products on the market today. I've been in the natural health field for many years, and we've been using healthy coffee now for several years in our clinic. So I've seen a lot of companies come. I've seen a lot of companies go. Seems like there are a lot of healthy coffee companies starting up. And anytime I look at a product, I always look at the quality of the product. What are the ingredients in the product? And that's so important. Now, each of our coffees contain a minimum of 1,500 milligrams of reishi per packet, and that's important because that's what makes this coffee healthy. Without reishi in it, it's just coffee. And most of the other coffee companies I've found on the market today, first, they won't share with you how much reishi is in the product, which I find just absurd. I've called a lot of these companies, asked about the amount of reishi, and they tell me it's proprietary. They won't share that. Well, I personally wouldn't drink anything or take any product if I didn't know the ingredients. So I think a lot of people, unfortunately, are just paying for overpriced coffee today. So make sure you're getting the maximum amount of reishi, and we do have the highest level of reishi of any coffee company on the market today by far. Now, one of the other things is look at who's supplying the product. Our reishi supplier has been around since 1981. They're one of the oldest and largest reishi plantations in the world, and they have a wealth of experience in the growing and processing of reishi mushrooms, so that's really important. Another important factor is cost, and this is something that my customers absolutely love, is the cost of our Gano product. You're going to find our coffees are going to run typically less than half of what the other Gano coffees are on the market. And remember, most of these other coffees have a fraction of the reishi mushroom in the product than what we do. So cost, and I know cost has become a big thing. I think we live in a pretty cost-sensitive world today, so I know cost is something people greatly appreciate. Another thing is that we're taking an existing habit, and I absolutely love this one because so much of what I talk about in my clinic is making habit changes, and again, people aren't that willing to give up coffee. So we can take a habit like drinking coffee and actually put it to work for us and make it a healthy habit, so you know every delicious cup of our Gano coffee you're drinking, you're actually helping to improve your health. Also, taste. I get a lot of people that email and call me about the taste, and first off, the taste of our coffee is absolutely world class. I don't think you'll find a better cup of coffee out there. The tasteless technology we use disguises the taste of the reishi mushroom. A lot of people ask me, does this taste like mushroom? Absolutely not. You're going to taste a grade A coffee, and that's it. It's as good as any coffee house coffee, or certainly any home brewed coffee that you're currently using. Now, we're not a network marketing company. That's one of the things I found that really drives the price of the product up. Now, network marketing certainly serves a purpose out there. I think it's a great way of getting information out, but unfortunately, because you're having to build in layers of commissions for people, it drives the cost of the product up. Even at wholesale, our product is considerably cheaper than most of these other companies out there. Now, you know, finally, it's wonderful that we have a healthy coffee today. Again, we can improve our health with every cup of coffee that we consume. And we have several delicious varieties of coffee. We have our 2-in-1 black with reishi. We have a 4-in-1 coffee. For those of you that like a little creamer and sugar in your coffee, that's our 4-in-1. We have a world-class mocha that I would put up against any coffee house mocha out there. We have an excellent hot chocolate that kids absolutely love. And again, the reishi mushroom is so important for the immune system, so it's great to have our kids using the hot cocoa. We also have our 4-in-1 Tonkat Ali. Now, this is our lover's coffee, so there's a little clue about that coffee. And we have our women's coffee, and we're very proud to be the only company that offers this women's collagen Casip Fatima coffee with reishi, and this really helps support the female hormone system, and it's becoming one of our most popular beverages out there. So, you know, I certainly appreciate you joining us on this presentation today. I hope you found it informative. Make sure that you get back to the person that referred you to this video, or you can certainly shop online at our website today and order your healthy coffee today and begin improving your health with every cup of this delicious coffee. I'm Dr. Stuart Hoover, and I wish you a healthy and happy day.